Guys, welcome to another Sketchware tutorial. So today we are going to talk about drag and drop to a list view and delete the drag drop the inserted item to the list view and delete reverse. So as a preview, I made a project as drag and drop. So this is the project. So when you drag this one, when you drop in this platform, it will add to a list view, and you can add more and more. Okay, so you can add the heading 2 also. Okay, let's click hold head 3 and 3. So there are like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 items, and you can delete those items also. So try to delete is like you long press the list, the item, and you can go here and delete. Can see now you can delete the data. It will delete according to the item you selected. So now let's delete the heading 2 and the list will be 133. Let's delete 1 and the heading will be 33. There will be two maps, and let's delete this one and this one. So the items are deleted. So you can add the items more and more. So the codings, it's much difficult to implement within a video because it's like a long project. It's difficult, and I have took like 12 hours to make this project. So now I'm going to directly upload the project, and I will set the link in the description so you can easily get the project. And in this video, make sure you watch this video, and I will explain everything step by step, how it works and how the codes are working and everything. So now let's open ShareIn. I will put the link in the description below, so you can open ShareIn and paste the current link I am uploading, and you can get the project. Everything is free, and you just paste the source code, I mean the link, and or you can open with the browser and click search, and it is searching, and this is the project. So drag and drop items to list view and delete. Click to unlock and download project. So now the project is downloading. Done, the project is downloaded. So now let's open Sketchware, and so let's refresh, and you can see now the item is added. So let's open it. Okay, so this is the layout that I have made, and I have putting two layouts, one this one layout 3, and inside list view 1 there's another layout called layout 4, which is the list view. It's inside the linear 4. So what is important, I am putting a floating linear. So if you want the codings, or mean how to implement floating linear like this, I have made a video, so I will set the video link in the description below, so you can easily learn how to make floating views. So this is how it works, and when I drag this one, it will add to this list map, sorry, list view to a list map. Yes, and what is how it deletes is I'm putting a draggable event. When you drag that particular item, you can delete. When you go to this view, image view 1, that view, you can easily delete that particular item. So now I will show the codings. So on create, I have said these kind of things, boolean variable, to check whether it's a delete event or not. So in this case, the first what I'm doing is not the delete, so I'm putting delete boolean variable as false. So this is the UI what I'm using, and this icon. So what are the widgets UI is, I'm putting this linear. You can see this one, this linear. It's linear w3 and leader w2 and leader w3 1. So these are the things I'm putting border corners and shadows. So how it work is, we are putting on create an event called drag widgets. So let's go to that particular mob block, and this is the mob block. So what I'm going to do here is, first of all, I'm going to add a tag. Okay, the most important thing in drag events is tag. So like you are putting the value that the current dragging will set. Like example, the first one, the first linear, it's like heading 1. So the value when you drag, it will be the heading 1. So this is the value that we are going to insert. So this value is very important, like when you're using for different implementation. So it's very easy. Yeah, when you put the tag, like it's like an ID of the particular dragging, like a name, example name. Think about one name, Manish. So I'm putting the the tag as Manish. So when I drag the particular linear or anything or image, when it drops, you can get the particular name, the tag name. So it's like Manish when you go to the result. So that's how I am using in this implementation. So in the second one, I am putting the tag as heading 2 and the third one as heading 3. So this is how we put the tags, and make sure you put every item the tags. Okay, then I'm putting set long clicked. So what is the implementation in that is, when you long press that particular linear, it will be, let's go to the codings of set long click. So this is the codings. So what is happening is, on view, when it's longly clicked, it will vibrate. Actually, this is the vibration code, and this is the code that you can see when you're going to drag, it will appear a shadow and a copy of it. So as an example, I can preview it. So if you open the project, so when you drag, you can see a shadow and a copy of it, right? So it's like you can get the copy from this code implementation. So how it works is, it's creating a clip data item, and it's getting the tag. You can see you are getting the tag here, right? So you are getting the tag here, and setting the implementation showed, and you are putting a shadow as drag shadow build, and it works in every version. So it's checking the build version. If it's greater than or equal 24, the drag start and drop, it's different codings, so don't think about that. So this is the codings of click like on long press. So this is the full code. Okay, this is the full code where you are going to copy the data and put like a shadow when you're dragging. Okay, when it's happening, when you drag long press that one, it will copy. That's the main function of that. So it's different from on drag, on drop. So when you are clicking or when you long press that shadow will be copied, and it will create a shadow. Actually it's a copy of that, and it will do nothing. If you drag and drop to another one, it will do nothing, because you didn't implement yet the dragging event. So in this code I have implemented that. So I am explaining step by step. So this is how it works in on long click, and after that we are going to add my drag event listener as drag listener 1 to a new drag event listener 1. So what is that is, we are going to add a draggable linear listener, like it's like a listener mean, you are putting like a class interval, like not an interval, actually it's like you are putting some kind of functions in that, like it's like a set on drag, like list view, it's like on click listener. So these are some functions of that. So I'm adding that the created draggable event to the list view 1. So make sure, if you are using a linear, make sure you rename it as linear, so you can easily understand. So that's how, when you drag and drop the particular item, when you put to the listener, it will be added. So how it works is, now have set it a drag listener here. So this is the drag listener. So if you go to the coding implementation, you can see here, you can see it's a protected class my drag event linear 1. You have seen the previous code. I'm creating that kind of variable, that kind of implemented class to a new class. So this is the my drag event listener 1. So what happened is, when drag started, this clip will be minimized. It's like coding of that. And when the main function is this one, so when it's dropped, so even you can see, I can highlight that one. So when the drag event is dropped, so this is the case most important. Okay, this is the case most important, when the action is dropped. So what it means by dropped is, when the particular item that we recently dragged, when it's dropped to the particular list view, like we are setting the draggable event, the class, to the list. As you remember the previous coding part, we have putting the draggable class event to the list view 1. So it's on drop of the list view, I am using a clipboard clip data item event dot get click data dot get item at 0. So I'm creating a variable. I have created a variable called drag data. So paste on that drag data, put the item dot get text dot to string, the character it's converting to a string. So what is happening there is you are getting the tag to the variable called drag data. So and it checks whether it's delete event. No, it's not a delete event. As you remember, the on create we are setting delete, it's false, so this is will be true. And add key, the key name is data, and drag data. So as you remember, I am putting a tag like heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. So when I drag that particular item, it will get a tag, and when you drop to the particular list view, it will get the tag name. If you understand bit, it will get the tag name, and it will set to the list map, and it will refresh the list view. So this is a coding which you have to remind, and these are things you won't be worry about. And so this is how we add data. So vice versa, that's how we enter for the when we delete. So how it works is I have set this on bind. So on bind, I have set this implementation. So this is the coding implementation of setting the data. And so this coding part is when you long press the linear 3. So what is the linear 3 of the custom list view? And I am showing now the custom list view on linear 3. So this is the linear 3 what we are talking about. And when it's long pressed, okay, make sure when it's long pressed, so this is the coding working perfectly. When it's long pressed the linear 3, it should get the position. Actually I have facing some errors on this position particularly, and finally I got an output by putting a hidden text view. Okay, what's happening is I'm putting a hidden text view. You can see this coding a hidden position, and I put in the current position of the list view. Imagine it's like list 1 2 3, the position is 0 1 2 3 4 5, and I put in the particular position to that particular text view. So if I show the text view, let's go to the custom view, and if I'm going to show here, you can see here there is a hidden position that I have set the width as 0. So let's put match parent and match parent. Okay, you can see now it's hidden. I am putting match parent 0 and height as 0 and width as 0. So it will be hidden for some time. It's not needed actually to show it. Make sure you put at 0. So that's how it works. So I'm getting that position, get text of that particular hidden position to a variable called position, and set tag position number. So if you see, I earlier explained what is a tag. Meaning is you are assign a value to that particular dragging event, to that particular dragging widget. So the position, think about its position is 1, then the tag will be 1. So the delete icon will be shown, and it will be create, as I explained, it will be creating a clipboard like a shadow, and it you can drag, and that shadow will be if you see this one, I'm creating another my drag event listener 2 as listener 2 and drag event listener 2, and I'm adding that particular drag listener 2 to the image view. So if you see this code, I'm adding the particular list drag event to the image view 1. So what is that meaning is when you drag something from here, when you drop here, it should happen something. So that's the main theory what I have used. So what is happening is when you long press that particular item, it will copy and creating a shadow, and it will be adding that particular listener to the image view 1. So now let's go to the listener. So this is the listener that I added. So drag listener 1 is, so if we are going to the code, and so this is the product class my event listener implementation 2. So this is another listener. Make sure you don't edit the code, else you will get some errors. And so in this one there are some few codes that is most important to this, the location. Okay, so the action drag location will change the icon. Like when you drag the particular widget and you move to the particular location, which is the image view 1, it will change the icon. So what is the icon what I am changing is icon delete cross, which is this one. So let's preview that. Let's open that particular project, and you can see when I drag it will create a shadow, and when I go there it will change the image. Okay, you see that, right? And it will be deleted from the list view. So, and you can see, and it will change, and when it's excited, that means it's when it's dropped. Actually, when it's excited means when it's finished, you are going to display it's true, and the particular item as false. And then, and on dropped, so this is the icon. So this is the previous code. Also I'm getting the particular variable to drag data variable, and I am going to delete that particular position. I'm converting that tag to a number because it's definitely a number, because the positions are converted to number, they are numbers. Then I'm converting that current position. So if you don't understand these things, I will explain now. So how it works is, I'm converting the particular position to drag data. So here you have to set a code called like drag data equals, you had a code equals, sorry, you had to put like this, position equals data drag. Okay, so make sure you implement this code because it will sometimes you will be get some small errors. So this is I'm not putting in the tutorial because you have to watch this video actually to, else you won't understand. You just go with errors and everything if you edit the code. So make sure you add this code, position equals data tag. What is happening is I'm putting this variable value to the position variable value. So, and I'm converting that here, and delete from the of the list, delete that particular position from the list map and refresh the data, and delete icon it's false. So I'm, what is in the variable there is in the mob block, but it's visible. If it's false, then hide the image view as gone, so it will be disappeared. So this is how we delete the data. So now let's see the code. So this code are not important much. So now let's save and run the project. So now let's start and run the project. So it's very easy. It's like Sketchware dragging and dropping, so it shows an errors. Okay, it says drag cannot be resolved as variable. Maybe the variable name is incorrect. So now let's see how it's working. Okay, sorry, here you see it's a drag data, right? Drag data. Okay, so the variable name is different, sorry about that. So now it will work perfectly. Okay, and successfully it's compiled, install. Okay, now let's install and let's open from there. Okay, let's open. Okay, now it's open. So now let's try to drag heading 1. Okay, now it's working. You can see there is a shadow, and let's put to the list map, and let's put heading 3, long press and just add it, and try to a random one. Okay, list 2, heading 2, 1. You can see it's like adding list but one by one. Okay, so 3, let's put 3 like 4 times. Okay, so you will understand. So let's try to delete something. So when we delete this one, it will disappear that one, and it's like when you delete this one, heading 1, it will come 2 up and 3 1 3 3 3. Okay, let's delete everything. Okay, you can see when you go to the particular position, it will change the icon, and it will be deleted from the list map of the list view. And let's delete this one. Okay, 3 3, deleted, deleted, sorry. Okay, you can see this one, when we don't go to any view, it will be replaced there, right? You can see, right? Okay, it's perfect, right? It's, there will be no compiling errors, make sure. And if you have any Android version issues, let me know in the comment section. If you edit the code and you get errors, let me know in the comment section, because it's like a big coding part here. And if you have a mind to change the coding, make sure let me know in the comment section so I can help as I wish as soon as can. So hope you like this video, and please subscribe, because soon after in the future I'm going to upload more and videos. Like I'm trying to make Sketchware like Android Studio, so everyone can make apps within a phone. So I am trying to make everything how it works in Android Studio as Sketchware. So I'm going to upload new videos, like unique videos that no one have made, and I'm trying every codes, and it's like 50% of them were working perfectly. So in the future content there will be awesome things like this project. And actually this project is mainly designed for dragging and dropping, and it works perfectly. So hope you like this video, and please subscribe. So let's see in the next video. Thank you.